Yeah.
You guys work well together overall. Why don't you just step off the court so we're not in their way? Mostly I have for you is just signal things. I was looking to see your new and improved hit signal after our 2-hour signal school. You know, you still went with the open hand slap. So just looking a little bit sharper with
the only thing that actually was a slap. But no, you're absolutely right. As soon as I did it, I'm like,
You did a hell ball, and then you had the double pinky out. So just tuck the pinkies and punch the fists out. So it's just 2 thumbs up. Excellent rebounding foul you just had with 19 seconds left. However, I don't think that came from the correct official. I thought JT probably should have had that because that was over by your elbow. You were here lead, opposite paint, over on the elbow. So that play was kind of opening up to you. Did you have an opinion on that? Okay. So you're the center there, just being strong with rebounding coverage, especially when it's that far away, and he might not be as connected as you are to that play. And if you were to call it there, you're going to go foul this way, because on rebounding fouls, it's always good to add that extra indicator of where the play is going, so you don't leave everybody in suspense or confusion, right? Just adding a little bit more clarity. Marcel, I love the fact that you were kind of speaking to JT about his center coverage on a press situation. In center, when there's a press, you should still maintain the triangle shape. So the trail was in the backcourt, but you as center were all the way up in the front court. So I would say just stay back a little bit in the backcourt. This way you can help out during that press coverage. So you'll be right in between the trail and the lead, just the way we're making a perfect triangle. Does that make sense? Good partnering there by you. Timeout mechanics, something simple, but when you're granting a timeout, boop, white. Just make it a little more official than.
Okay.
Right? I know you're a little close to the coach at that time, so you didn't want to like stab him with your point. But even there, just take a step back. Boop, got you, coach. White, timeout. Just make it a little more official.
Absolutely. You're right. I agree.
At 14 minutes, you called a foul from the center, kind of across the paint as it was going to the lead. I just wrote careful calling through the paint, because when we call across the paint, our accuracy tends to dip.
Yep.
Can you take me through that play and what you saw?
Yeah, what I thought that the defender had illegal position. He went forward into the shooter, and the shooter was airborne, and then hit him on the shot.
Okay, I like your explanation. Anybody else have an opinion or remember that play?
I remember the call, and I didn't have anything to call, so from my angle.
Yeah. So I just thought I had just a good open look at it. So
good.
Where he went forward, he went to hit him, and
And remember, proximity isn't always primary. So what that means is, even though you might have been the furthest away official, you might have had the best look. Just because you and lead were right next to the play and you were the closest doesn't mean you had the best angle to view that. When you report your numbers, you're a little wide, I think. So I would just narrow them to shoulder width. I know you're big and tall. I'm not trying to reduce you in size, but I think the more we can kind of compress it and tighten it up, we'll look a little sharper. Yeah, good.
You're a little wide, I'm a little narrow.
Mm-hmm, true. How about you guys even each other's out? Marcella hit foul by free throw. Okay, your last play here. I had a really good angle because I was kind of like right behind you. You called a foul on right around the free throw line. What did you see?
Yeah, well, I saw that the defender never got to the level of the ball, and just contact hit on the thing. That's what I said to the coach too. The defender never got to the level of the ball, and then.
Are you 100% on
it? 98.
Okay, so here's a good rule of thumb. When we're 98, we're closer to 0 than we are 100.
Okay.
When we're 99, you're still closer to 0 than you are 100. So the point of this conversation is always be 100.
Right. Okay.
Now, from my vantage point, and I'm not saying you're incorrect, I didn't see any contact. I saw the defender miss him.
Okay.
So just something to think about, making sure we're 100% every time we blow the whistle.
On 5 for black. The last one. That one.
Okay. That one. Yeah, right.
You have an opinion on it?
No, I'm just making. I'm trying to think of which play it was.
Yeah,
sure.
But
JT, let's see, where do we leave off? Score the goal first half at table. You had a good N1 play down there. just remember the sequence of signals. When you take it to the table, what's the order of signals? Score the goal. Color, number, foul type, and then number of shots. So if you look at that, that's a pretty complex report. That's 5 signals. 4 signals with the color. Score the goal, white, 24, hits, 1 shot. So not an easy report, but just making sure we're fundamentally sound and presenting those signals in the correct order.
Especially breaking habits I've been doing for a long time.
Yeah, that's why we're here. We're all here to get better. Snap your hand count. Your hand count's just soft. The form is good. The level is good. Like I was telling you earlier, I like your fundamentals. I like the foundation. Now we can start to add a little bit more pop to it. So every hand count just has that sharpness to it, whether you're doing right or left. Square your shoulders during rotation. You had a couple really appropriate rotations, just making sure when you're crossing over the paint, you don't look over your shoulder. And as you're entering like the center part of the paint, you begin to turn your body and stay open to the matchup that you're officiating. Don't turn your back on the players. In the lead, you were becoming new lead. There was one time you were doing this. Well, everybody was behind you. It was only a second of time, but 0 times are we going to turn our back and not look at the players. That's rule number 1 to refereeing. Don't take your eyes off the players. But we do that sometimes, like when we're calling travel, turning away, or you're calling a charge, turning away. So just little use cases. You have 534. From my angle, it looked like it was ball, maybe marginal arm. But you called the foul and you reported a hit to the head. Do you remember that play?
In the second half?
Second half over here. You were center.
That shooting foul?
It was a shooting foul. You reported a hit to the head.
I had the same hit to the head. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So, anytime you see a hit to the head, let everybody know. Hits them in the head. And you might even want to do it on the spot of the foul as well. Because on a play like that looked like it could have been a block shot, that's a good time to just show right on the spot. Hits them in the head. This way we calm any kind of reactions, especially since a block was in play and many people might be seeing a block. And then at the table
two defenders right there at the same time. I think one of them might have been on the ball. I think it was the other one that was on the head.
Good. Okay. He co-signed you there, so he confirmed the call, so we're good.
Yeah, I actually went up to the call too, and I'm like, slow down. It was his call. Because it was I believe it was the primary defender that followed it. So.
Anytime 2 officials have the same call, and this is directed at fans, we should trust the refs because they both have the same thing. It increases our chances up by 100%. Foul on trap timing. Then you had another foul with 1 minute left right over here. It was a trap play where defender just got too close, immediately contacted. I just like the timing of your whistle. I thought those type of plays require a quick whistle, like you killed the play right away, and then you went and reported it. What did you report? I think you reported a hold. I thought it might have been a push or a hand check. Again, we're getting into contact types, but this makes up the overall play. Like we want to be able to make sure we're correct with every aspect of it, even the correct foul type. So something as little as that nobody really talks about or is going to press you over, it ensures that we're seeing the play 100% for what it is. Full clarity. I think that's what I got. I think that's everything I have. Anything for me? Any of the feedback not clear and transparent for you guys?
Nope, I appreciate all of it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You're the money.
You got any questions or too quiet?
Can I get a picture of that?
The picture of it? How about I send you the video? Because all I do is scribble here. Not very helpful because I don't want to miss too much of the game. So I'll just write down, for instance, all the notes I have, snap hand count. Yes, you can take a picture of it. Let's just save that. Take a picture for sure. If you could decipher this, then, I hope it helps. Good stuff, guys. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Good job.
Appreciate the feedback.
Thank you.